So what did you end up landing your contract in? Like, what was it doing?
It was, it's a moving furnitures to another location. And actually it's 2 days work. Can I say the amount?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it came up, I only quoted 40,000 and something and some change because I just want to get the first contract.
So congratulations. I'm super excited for you. So today I really want to talk about the journey, because I know that a lot of times, people have the expectation that it's going to happen overnight. And sometimes it does for some people, but it's very rare, it's very rare. So we had a couple clients over the past year land contracts like within their first 6 weeks, like maybe like 3 or 4, but it's rare, I always try to give people the expectation, give yourself 6 to 12 months. And it kind of, even then, it depends on where you are and how ready you are and how prepared. And a lot of times it's also like some people don't believe that they can secure such a large contract or such a large client at the same time that they're going through the process. So let's talk about your journey over the past, I don't know, it's been like 1.5 years, right?
It's been 1.5 years. Now I know what's her name. Denisha is the one that did the 6 weeks, and she was actually in my class when we were doing under you. So I'm like, oh my God, let me look for some stuff. But it took a while, but it was worth it. So what happened is, I think in February of this year, I'm like, okay, you know what, Marie? My mom had a little situation in January. She had to be in the hospital. So me doing real estate, everything had to be on the back burner. So sitting in the hospital, and she got okay a week later. So in February, I decided, you know what, since I'm sitting here just feeling depressed, let me look for some opportunity out there. So that's what I did. I put about 9 or 10. I think that was my 11th one, and nothing. And I did reach out to the contracting officers and say, hey, what am I doing wrong? They say, everything is fine. Everything looks good. It just, you were a little bit over. It's always a little bit over. And there was one, I quoted the same thing as somebody else. However, it was a scuba dive thing. So I found somebody that did scuba all the way in Hawaii, believe it or not. And it's because the person that they chose had more experience, and it was the same amount and everything. So because I did ask for the threshold was 40,000. So I did that, and the person did the same thing, but it comes back to how many years experience. So that was it. So I'm doing the same process, everything, but I wasn't getting it very close and everything. But I still reach out to the contracting officer, say, hey, if you have any other opportunity, which was the key, let me know if you need help, anything. But say, oh no, keep looking at sam.gov. We don't have anything right now. And then I'm like, okay, well, just to let you know I'm here to help. So about a month later, somebody sent out something to me, say, hey, give me an oral quote. And I said, okay, all right. It sounds like it's a sole source, because I tried to look for that number and send.gov. It was not there. Good. So I did what I need to do, get a quote and send it to them. And then they came back with specific question to what I gave. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm the only one. But I don't want to get my hope up that much. But I'm like, okay, let me give them the information. I sent it out to the vendor. They answered the question, and I went and sent it through. And she said that give it about 10 business days and they'll come back to me. So the 10th day, I think, was the 9th of August. And so on the 10th of August, I said, hey, could you give me an update on what's going on with the process? And it said, oh, we haven't heard anything, but we'll let you know. So that afternoon, an email came through and said, I got it. But I didn't see it until the next day. So
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah. So
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying it. I wanted to take some time to invite you to join me in the GovCon Challenge. The GovCon Challenge takes place once a month, where I invite a bunch of entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs to come and have me teach you the 5 things you must do to pre-qualify your business to land lucrative contracts with the government. So join me in the GovCon Challenge. Click on the link in the description. You'll be glad you did. Join as VIP for exclusive behind-the-scenes information, and you could become a part of the top 1% of entrepreneurs across the nation. Now back to the video you were watching.
yeah, so it's just keep up with the contracting officers and let them know that you're here for help.
Absolutely.
Also, their fiscal year is ending September 30th.
September 30th.
So still reach out to them, say, hey, what you got on the table? What can
Yeah.
I help you with?
Absolutely.
And those you probably want to put the amount that you really want in there.
Yeah.
Get it out. Yeah. So
you said, so you touched on a few key things. The first thing was okay. So first I want to ask you, did you kind of pivot away from government contracting up until this life situation with your mom being in the hospital, and then you were like, since I already have this skill set, I need to do something now? Then you just kind of pick it back up, or were you actively doing this over the past year and a half?
I don't want to say actively. I wasn't consistent. That's the other key. Be consistent with it. So my goal now is at least 2 once a week. Look at, I'm working on something right now, actually. 2 once a week, and even one. The goal is 2 a week and get it completed and send it out. No, I was not active before. Let me just get the gist of it and just keep doing it. But that's the plan now. It's just doing 2 a week. So that's my goal.
Because even when you had signed up for the program, like, you were actively like doing some things, like, because you were really like excited about getting started. And sometimes, people start excited and then they start seeing that it's really work that goes into it. And then they just kind of like relax on it a little bit, and they're not consistent enough, but yet they still want the result. But now finally you saw that the follow-up was key. Being consistent was key. And then not only did you get 10 no's before you got the yes, right? Most people will stop at maybe 1, maybe 2 no's and like, this doesn't work. And then they start disbelieving, and then they go jump on something else, like whatever it is. This didn't work. Let me do that. But the great thing about you and what you just said is that you tried it 10 times because you wanted it to work, right? So it's like, that's a big part of it. Like, you wanted it to work, and you followed all the tips and the strategies. Like, if you don't get it, find out why. You want to know if your pricing is too high. You want to know if your pricing is too low. You found out that you didn't show enough qualifications or experience in one opportunity. Otherwise, it could have been you. So now you have like some things that you can work with. Like, okay, next time I'm going to bring somebody on the team who have these qualifications, like years of, because even if you don't have that experience, they have the years of experience. It counts for you, right? So what did you end up landing your contract in? Like, what was it doing?
It was it's a moving furnitures to another location, and actually it's 2 days work. Can I say the amount?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it came up, I only quoted 40,000 and something and some change, because I just want to get the first contract. But overall it's 40,000. I quoted 40 and some change, like I said, but I will make 26,000 in 2 days.
That's excellent.
Yes. And I don't have to do the work.
And you don't have to do it. So ideally you're outsourcing the work for almost 50%, like 40% of the value of the contract. And you're taking the profit of like 26,000 for like 2 days of work. So it's still 2 days for a $40,000+ contract. That's really the true value of it. But you get to walk away without doing any other work with like half of that. That's super amazing.